I'm totally writing the best security app that freegans could totally get for free. It right now, currently, I'm going to show you. You see my mouse here. It's absolutely loading files constantly, and it's recording me in a video file, and it's tracking all of the motions that happen from this Arduino right here. It's sending pulses, and I have it synchronized. The data is synchronized to track every date and time that an image is captured from the Arduino. The Arduino would be a detector device that uses sensors or whatever to detect motion, like a radar or infrared sensors or laser sensors or whatever kind of motion, electric motion or any kind of motion that can be hooked up to the analog receiver that's put on the actual device. And then, as you can see, I got it constantly flashing, this is in the test phase, and it's constantly synchronized now, and you can run like up to a maximum of 127 Arduinos that detect people and motion and things, and then you can attach to the serial ports, or to the USB serial ports here. You can attach USB hubs and repeaters to basically multiply how many webcams you want to attach with different USB port addresses, and then you can run multiple instances of this app and attach each one of the Arduinos to the COM ports to run the app, and you could run up to 127 different webcams on one operating system if you had enough memory in your computer. And you could store all the files to any drive that's available in any folder that is available. And then basically, as you can see, Arduino mouse click web security app. Now this is optional, but what we could do is we could click this button right here that says save BMP. You got to set your webcam. You can pick from any webcam that you have, a whole list of webcams from your USB ports. And here's your COM box. You tell us which COM port your webcam is on, and you can get that from the device manager if you don't know. But basically, you hit, when it's all set up, you put in your save address and the name of the file, and it will do the rest of the work for you into that folder, which can be hidden, and you can erase that data right there, the address, that directory. You can erase the directory and it will be hidden, because it stores it into a variable after you start the app the first time. So basically, it runs like this. This is what happens when it detects a person. When it detects a person such as this, your Arduino will flash like that, and it will transmit a signal to run the app and store images from your cameras. It'll do each one individually on the USB bus. You can store 127 maximums. You run multiple instances of this app, set it up per individual, and voila, you got the most robust Arduino security system that you could ever have. And Arduino is ultimately cheap, and this would be one of the better security apps that you probably have ever seen if you really had to track a lot of locations. And then even still yet, if you had better devices that would attach to the COM port, you could upgrade your Arduino and possibly, well, the program would have to be updated probably, but at this time, the Arduino Leonardo Duo is what that is. That's a knockoff. A Leonardo Duo, or Duo, or just, no, that's just a Leonardo. But basically, you use that, and you run the app, and you could do several points in your house, around your house. But the thing is with USB devices is you have to use USB hubs and repeaters, because USB devices only run out 16 feet maximum. And any longer than that, you have to have a repeater, which is a device that plugs into a power supply. So you'd have to put that in a special box if you were going to run it more than 16 feet. Which, in this case, it might be worth it if you want high security. But you can run 127 webcams if your system can handle it, which I'm thinking the system can't handle this much data constantly, but it can track a few images. This system runs really lean. It takes pictures, it doesn't take videos. It just makes photo snaps when someone is detected. So it runs really lean. Doesn't actually make the big bulky videos. So that's a good thing too. And as long as your camera is pretty high definition, it should be alright. But basically, you could do a lot of data with it. You could do a lot of data with it, but I think I just ran out of data on my hard drive. I might have. But that's a lot. Yeah, I ran out of data, it stopped. Or that, or the Arduino might have gotten a little worn out. I don't know. That's an error. Not sure why. I need to check. Let's see what the error is on that. See how many files we made. The file name is Chami. Let's do our properties. See how many. We had 400 files in there to start with. Let's see what the properties are. Now we have 1,500 files and 558 meg. Okay. So let's check the hard drive. We still have 553 gig free out of 118 used. Or not 553, 5.53 gig free out of 118 gig used. So there's an error. It errored out, which I could probably fix it. I canceled it. It needed reset. So that's a stability error. As you can see, I had data, but let's start this back up and try it again. So let's see if it starts back up. It's so far it's starting back up. It started right back up. Leon. So let's do. Put that back on COM5. Start the Arduino. Yep. She's running. Start back up. Well, apparently the Arduino overheated, so it may actually need a fan. You may need a fan for your Arduino. It may be overheating a little bit because it runs quite a bit of data pretty fast. And then you have to synchronize the Arduino, which I may add options into synchronization so that synchronization can happen with the app in the time frames of the timers versus the Arduino timer. It's kind of one or the other. You can either time it with the Arduino or time it with the app, but I might just put a little box right here that changes the timer values with a little button so that you can set up your timer reactivity. Basically, once someone comes in on your video cameras, they can't reverse it unless they destroyed the material, and then you'll know they were there. So it's non-revertible. So as we go down, we can go all the way down here, drag this all the way down. It's still running, as you can see. Still running. So it just probably overheated a little bit. As you can see, it's running now. Might need a fan on that. That IC probably gets warm. I don't know. Arduinos haven't been very ultimately stable. And I think mainly that's because they do overheat, because nobody puts a fan on it. But I could be wrong. So, alright, well, that's the video for the new upcoming Arduino webcam. Webcam security app. Mouse click. The Arduino mouse click webcam security app 2022 by Leonard Yance Jr. and others.